Hello everyone, Stardust King here, and today we'll be trying out Eurofishing by Dovetail Games. I saw this game in a Game Pass and I decided to give it a try because I haven't been, playing games as much as I used to in the past. And the fishing game sounded pretty fun and unique, I guess. But let's get started. Nobody reads these things. Add a character. Can you customize? Let's just be the base guy, I guess. I'm not sure which one is the base guy. Oh, okay, they got other things. So you. Alright. Let's just go with Stardust. Probably only going to play this game for like 20 to 30 minutes. Just get an impressions video. And then I'll probably switch to the Devil May Cry exclusive demo for the Xbox. Ooh, points level. Yeah, select Stardust. Welcome to the Academy. Okay, Academy. Let's see what we're dealing with. The basics. Learn the basics from our very own master. I can't really read that from right here. Kind of tired, but it's okay. I'm actually sitting like super far away from my TV, and I don't have the best eyesight, but that's okay. Hopefully I don't have to move things to my left stick on my Xbox controller. Because if I do, things will be bad. Because as I've referenced in videos before, my controller is broken. I've had it for like 2 or 3 years now. And it's been dropped a few times. Never really tried. Do I have a person? Okay, so I never really intended for it to be, well, dropped, but hey.
Welcome to the Dovetail Games Fishing Academy. It's a beautiful day here at the water's edge of the observatory lake. There's a slight breeze blowing across the water, and the conditions are perfect to learn the key skills you'll need to successfully catch fish no matter where you're fishing. In this first lesson, I'm going to take you through the basics of Dovetail Games fishing. Later, we'll talk about targeting the right location, using different rigs and baits, and the tactics you can employ to set yourself up for a perfect session.
Do I have to skip this part, or is he gonna talk some more? I'll give you like a few more seconds. I'm gonna just skip it. Oh, there you go. Nope, and then go hands around one more time. Let's skip it. Alright, let's learn how to fish.
Before the lesson starts, have a walk around and get used to the controls.
The basic controls I can do. Doesn't really affect my controller that much. Well, my controller doesn't really affect.
Looks like you got the hang of it, which is good. Otherwise, it would have been a long day.
Okay, first person, third person.
We've got a number of pegs on this lake for you to set up your gear. You should be able to spot a peg by looking for a sign like this. For now, let's claim this peg and get your gear ready for fishing. When you claim a peg, it's yours. No one else can fish from the same peg as long as your gear is in it. Bear in mind though, if you walk too far away and leave your peg unattended, we'll remove your equipment and allow someone else to claim it.
I got a whole day, but I didn't really see that down there.
It's time to talk about your fishing tackle. Your rig and bait are just two of the tools in your arsenal to catch fish. Choosing the right rig and bait combination is essential to catching carp. When you're holding a rod, you can change your rig and bait by simply opening your inventory and choosing new ones. We'll explain how different setups work in another lesson. For now, just change your rig and bait to whatever you like the sound of.
Let's do that, shall we? Well, never mind. Are there different stats for each type? Or can we change my bait?
Close your inventory when you're happy with the tackle options you've chosen.
Let's go with the default one.
Right, you've claimed your peg and you've got your end tackle set up. Next, I'm going to talk you through how you cast in Dovetail Games fishing. Start off by walking up to the front of the peg. When you're near the edge of the water, you should be able to open the bail arm, hold the line, and get into a casting position.
Cast while floating with the power meter, the more full the bar, the further it casts. I'm not sure if you can hear the background, but I'm just making sure my screen doesn't, mess up. Total cast control gives you complete control of the rod's movement and allows you to choose when you release a line. This version of cast control is difficult to master, but is more accurate and allows you to cast further. Let's just... Okay. I was randomizing it, I guess.
With the line held, you want to pull the rod back until the lead is behind you. But remember... Now with the lead behind you and your arms straight, push the rod forward. This is the action you'll need to master when performing a long-range cast, so have a practice swing to get used to the motion.
I actually should have let him finish that first one. It said something about, keep the line held or something. But I pulled it back. I should wait until he's finished tutorializing.
Okay, now you've had a bit of practice, let's try a proper cast. Again, pull the rod back until the lead is behind you. Now this time, when you push the rod forward, you want to release the line at the right time to get a decent cast. Have a go and see if you can cast over 15 meters. If you don't hit 15 meters on your first go, reel in and try again.
That's not how you do it. Okay, it's behind my back, huh? Nope. Okay. Well. Okay. Maybe going with this, the total cast controls wasn't a good idea. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm releasing at the wrong time. Okay. Hold it. Nope. Okay. I think I understand. Okay, I do this. Nope, I do not understand. Well, I got further, I guess. Okay. Is there any way I can... Okay. I am missing something crucial here, and I'm not sure what it is. So, like, options? Controls. Control layout? Okay. Rod selection, increase drag, decrease drag. Okay. Real speed, real speed. Quick walk. Start casting, reeling. Huh. Okay. I think. I think. Okay. Okay, so release the caster line. Nope. How does it even work? I'm sorry, this is just me trying to figure out how you actually cast. Maybe I should have just went with basic default controls. But I'm sure I'll get it in time, I guess. Okay. Oh.
You can gauge the bed type by feeling the vibration through the rod when the bait hits the lake bed. Knowing what you're fishing over is essential. You'll want to use rigs and baits that are better suited to the particular bed type.
I'll have to look at my chat. Wait. What is even going on? What is this? Is this a fish? It can't be a fish. Oh, it is a fish. Achievement unlocked. What a beauty. Caught your first fish. So you just gotta get it close and press the A button? Oh, I didn't want to release the fish.
Top stuff. We're all done for today. In this lesson, we've shown you how to claim a peg, perform an overarm cast, and how to reel in your line. And since you've been such a good student, I'm going to give you some tackle points. You can use these to unlock new gear in the tackle shop, which you'll find on the main menu. On top of that, you've also managed to bag yourself some experience points. Experience points, otherwise known as XP, represent how much experience you have as an angler. The more you gain, the more challenges will be available to you. And that's the absolute basics of Dovetail Games fishing. Good job today. I look forward to seeing you on the bank sometime.
I'll go through the next tutorial, and then I'll probably call it episode there. It's pretty fun so far. I don't really understand how the total cast controls work, but it's okay. Fish on, stalking, baiting, multiple rods. I'll do this, and then I'll do like 5 to 10 minutes of free roam, free fishing. I'm not sure, but I think this game has online multiplayer. When I started, it was asking me to sign up. I wonder how that works. May I have to give it a try. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comments. Game has some long load times. Not really, I guess.
Welcome back for another lesson. I know you want to get on with things and catch big fish, but everyone has to start somewhere. And trust me, when you're on the bank with a fish on, you'll thank me for this. Grab your rod and let's get started.
I'll just skip this.
Just like before, head for a peg and unload your gear. Now let's talk watercraft. Take a minute and have a look at where you're fishing from. You can see there's a decent margin on the opposite side of the lake, with some overhanging trees and some reeds. An ideal place for a carp to hang out. Almost anyone can cast a rod out and wait for the occasional fish, but it requires skill and technique to catch big fish consistently. That's where watercraft comes into play. One element of watercraft is looking for the visual cues. Keep an eye out for splashing, shows, and small feeding bubbles. These all indicate that there are fish in the area, and this is where you need to be targeting.
Alright.
Now, it looks like there's a lot of weed over there. That'll make things harder. Weed is a fish's dream and an angler's nightmare. If you're using a bottom bait and you cast into weed, your bait will be hidden and the fish won't find it easily. It can also tangle your line and help the fish escape your hook. So, when fishing over a weed bed, try using something that sits above it. A chod rig would do the job. Don't worry if you don't have one, you can just use mine for now. But I want it back at the end of the lesson. When you're ready, cast out to the weeds on the far bank. Don't worry if you don't hit them first time, just reel in and try again. Although try not to do that too often or you might spook the fish.
This is not going to be easy, I'll tell you that. Okay. I feel like I'm releasing it too early. Okay. There you go. I understand.
Result. I'm gonna get a bit technical with you now, so pay attention. Your line is attached to a reel on your rod, and all reels are fitted with an adjustable drag system. The drag system is what sets how much resistance there is for the fish to pull line out from the reel. So if you set it to its lowest setting, the fish will pull the line out easily and swim further away. But if you set the drag system to its maximum, the fish won't be able to pull line from the reel at all. It's locked up and the fish is going nowhere. Let's put that into practice.
Okay.
Try increasing the drag on the reel to 90%.
Oh, that goes up so slowly.
Okay, if you had a fish on, it would find it difficult to pull line out from your reel. Bear in mind though, when you have your drag set this high, you're adding more tension to the line, and that could lead to losing the fish. To monitor your tension, take a look at your drag system. When you have a fish on, you'll be able to see how much tension there is on the line by checking the tension gauge. Blue shows you when the tension is low, and red shows you when the tension is high. The two indicators at each end are there to show you when you're in real danger of losing the fish. You don't want to be in here, so adjust your tensions accordingly to get out of the danger zone. With that in mind, let's lower your drag to something a little easier on the fish. Something like 30%. When the drag is set this low, the fish will be allowed to take the line with a little bit of resistance, but it shouldn't be enough to lose the fish. The trade-off with setting the drag too low is that the fish can easily take the line and head for things that could snag it. You really want to keep the fish away from reeds on the bank and weed beds. If the fish makes it to those spots, then it might... Now, if you're lucky enough to have a fish on and you're reeling it in, my advice is to keep an eye on the fish's movements and what's around it. Constantly check the tension to make sure you have enough to reel in the fish, but not too much that it escapes. Think you're ready to take on a fish?
I guess so.
You've got a bite. Time to see if you've been paying attention. Start off by reeling in to tighten the line and help set the hook. But keep an eye on the tension. If you lose this fish, you'll owe me a new chod rig. Now stop reeling for a second. You don't want to add too much tension to the line. You can pull the fish in by literally pulling the rod back and then reeling in the slack line. Try it. See the tension on the rod? Now move the rod forward and reel in the slack line. Careful now. When there's too little tension on the line, there's a chance of the fish escaping by throwing the hook. But when there's too much tension, well, you can pretty much guess what's going to happen. New chod rig for me. Let's get this fish close to the bank so we can net it. You can move the rod to the side if you want to pull the fish in a certain direction. That's your tactic for pulling fish away from weed beds and guiding the fish.
And it's right here. Shouldn't I be able to catch it?
Quality stuff. You're almost ready to net this fish. Just reel it in a little closer. Don't forget to pull the rod back and reel in the slack line to bring the fish in properly.
Pretty sure.
Here we go, make or break time. It's time to net the fish. Start off by picking up the net. Check it out. You've caught yourself a beautiful common carp. You've also bagged yourself some experience and tackle points. Let's get this little fella back in the water and we'll call it a day.
Pretty interesting so far.
In this lesson, we've covered how to reel in a fish, how to manage your tension, and you've even bagged yourself a quality common carp. Nice one. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you on the bank sometime.
Let's do some free fishing, free roaming. For like 5 or 10 minutes, get this video to 30 minutes, and then I'll call it, I guess, freedom fishing. That's what it's called. Let's see what's the biggest fish I can catch. Let's go with the basic observatory. Oh yeah, that'll be good. 7 minutes. Getting kind of sleepy, but I want to at least try to double May Cry beta, not beta, to open the exclusive demo for the Xbox. Guess I'll finish Dante's Inferno another week. It's almost Christmas, I know. I may not get the time. See where we should set up shop. This is right here. Do you think I went with the regular controls? That's actually a lot easier. Just roll it in a little bit. Wait. See if the fish is coming. Just love this. Okay. Okay. I think here like a fish like right by me. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. This is thick as though. Yes, there is no fish after all. Start casting a little bit over there. Oh, too much power. I actually think it went back in almost the exact same spot. Oh. That's the real speed. Let's bring it up a little bit. Okay, I can hear the fish, but they're not going to my... I call this is a full battery life, but hey. Alright everybody, sorry about that. My controller randomly disconnected and it's at full battery life. I'm not sure why I did that. Probably because it's broken. Try to catch at least one fish before I go on my way. Oh, it looks like there was a fish right there. I can hear them, but where are they? See if I can change the bait. Let's do this. I'm gonna have to read that on my phone because there's a giant chat thing. I see a fish like right here, no power at all. I actually didn't read that. Okay, the performer strike quickly pull the rod back. Okay. Sit here and wait for a while, I guess. Wow, that goes far. I don't really like the float fishing. I want to switch back to the rig. Let's try a different spot, I guess. Not getting much luck here. Man, that's quite a walk. Okay, think I see something over here. Set it up. Tried no power at all. I really can't read that because the chat is blocking it. Just leave it right here, see if some fish will take the bait. I see as I pull it back by accident. Yep, I am definitely stuck in a tree. But how do I get out of said tree? Okay, let's press the RT button. Please don't go too far. Patiently wait. If I can catch at least one fish, I'll be good. But I think the time's almost up. A lot of fish in my general area. I barely tapped it. Let's see how far it goes if I hold it. Well, almost 80 yards. Well, I guess I'm gonna just call it here. Not having any luck with fish. I guess I'm just not good at it. Yeah, this was a fun game. But I was a little bit better at it. I'm pretty sure if I played it more, I'd actually get good at it. But I'm not. I'm probably just gonna cut all of this out. But yeah, it was fun. I'll definitely play this more in the future if you guys want to see more of it. But let me know down in the comments. There's actually a fish right there. I'm gonna try to get it. Let's see real quick. Uh. Nope. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next video.